Everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video in my FTMO funded trader journey. So I've just completed week 4 in this second month of my funded journey. I just want to share with you some of my thoughts on how I've been going this week as well as my results. I started the week in a real positive mindset and really wanted to build on the success I had on the previous week where I made just over 2%. So my main objective was try and get 2% or maybe even up to a 3% return on that week. I only achieved 1.2% on the week, which isn't fantastic. But again, reflecting back on that and looking back where I am now was quite a positive outcome. So things that I typically trade are British pound, FTSE and gold. Now, with the news coming out this week, all those are going to be affected in one way or the other. So in the UK, we had the Chancellor giving his budget this week, setting out all the economic policies over the next 12 months and beyond. And obviously that exposed a lot of the debt within the government with the borrowing for the past year, which I think made a lot of the institutional traders a little bit nervous just by the amount of debt that's being announced, and maybe led to a bit of the sell-off in the FTSE and the pound this week. Then on Friday, we had the non-farm payroll figures, which again is a huge news announcement and anything can happen on the particular markets. So again, I was not really trading that day, so that's why I probably didn't achieve where I wanted to get in the percentages. The other thing looking back is more the state of my mind and where I was actually feeling this week. I really didn't feel like trading, just for whatever was going on, whether it was with work or stuff going on at home. It just really wasn't the week for me. I've really struggled to get focus and try and find the patterns on the chart I was looking for, the continuations on the trend, and I made a few mistakes which I'll show you later on the charts. But I can still take a real big positive out of this week. I didn't go into drawdown, I didn't make a loss, I made a profit, and therefore getting closer to my funded profit split this month. So the end of this trading month finishes for me on Tuesday night. So I'll either try and gain a bit of momentum on Monday and Tuesday, or just leave it alone and stick with what I've got and be happy with the profit split that I would get. So let's switch over to the client area and I can show you the equity growth this week. So here we can see the equity curve is still going upward quite nicely. When I've eliminated the mistakes from the beginning of this month of taking the long swing trades, got those out of the trading strategy and pattern, and it's just been a nice steady uptrend ever since. We can see here the current profit is £2,949, which with the 70-30 profit split will give me just over a £2,000 return for this month. Looking at the daily summary, 5 positive days, so I'm really pleased with that. Some of these could have gone into negative very easily. I kind of just got out just above break even, but still to finish on 5 positive days is a good achievement. What is interesting this month is the number of trades I've placed. So in the 20 trading days, I have placed 80 trades. Now, that's probably a little bit more than I would want to do, but because I'm only risking 1/4 to 0.5% per trade, I need to be doing more trades to try and get the returns I need to do. Comparing that to my first month, I did 164 trades in the 24 days, so I've actually reduced that by 75% and been more profitable. So the lessons learned from that for me is quite clear. Less trading, be more specific on the trades we're getting into, and do much more analysis and be more diligent and looking for the trades coming forward and not just doing anything. It's so easy just to get carried away and just over trade and keep going and trading, especially if you get into a slight drawdown and a negative. You want to claw your way out of that, and the only way you think you can do it is by trading more and more. In reality, trading less is always more profitable. So this is the biggest mistake I made on the week, which was trying to short USD JPY when clearly it's in a huge uptrend, and on my weekly analysis I kept saying the price is going to carry on up this week and potentially get up to the 107 mark. Maybe I wasn't clearly thinking straight, or I just went against my rules. For whatever reason I did, I shorted at 106.60. That was purely based on the fact that this run-up that happened that week was around about the same distance that had happened on the previous 2 run-ups, and the price had fallen back considerably at that point. My assumption was it happened before, it'll happen again. But my main strategy is always to trade with the trend, and this is a counter trend strategy, far riskier, and it just didn't work out. So this is on the hourly chart, and we can see here, this is the point where I started to get in at 106.60. Price had pulled up quite nicely, and at that point, that's where I was expecting the price to drop. I put my stop loss in at 107, and I had a target round about the 105.50 to the 105.70 level. So the trade did start off in my direction, but only a small amount before literally going against me for quite a while. The next mistake I did was to average down by going in selling short again. I was quite fortunate on this trade is that the price did actually move in my direction quite quickly, and at that point I closed that trade out for a profit. I then had to make the decision, do I let the original trade run or just close that out for the loss that it was incurring at that particular time? The decision was just to take the loss, get out of that trade. It wasn't working for me. It was going counter trend. It was making all the mistakes, and just wanted to get out and close it off and forget about it. And as we can see from that point, price literally went against the direction I was going and carried on up and up for the rest of the week. I'm so glad I did cut my losses out of this one. Otherwise I would have hit my stop losses, or I might have just lost it completely mentally and shorted and tried to claw the money back. So again, learning from this, really sticking to the main plan you have with your trading objectives. Don't go against it. If it does go against you, cut your losses as soon as possible, and don't pray and hope that it's going to come back in the direction you expect it to. Hopefully you're all doing great on your funded journeys, whether it's with FTMO or some other prop trading firms. Let me know how you're getting on and if there's anything I can do to help. Cheers.